It's the depths of winter, and life in the camp in Calais isn't much more than survival. Everywhere there are expressions of their yearning to go to the UK, but for most, hope and reality are worlds apart. But this woman has given some hope to the children here. Laura Griffiths gave up her job and has spent the entire autumn and winter walking the camp, trying to find unaccompanied minors who have relatives in Britain and who therefore have the right to leave this place. It was through her persistence that 4 young people came to the UK last week.
Something I'll treasure forever. It was just seeing their faces and knowing, you know, they've been in this process with me about 4 or 5 months, but they haven't seen their family in 2 to 3 years, some of them. So it's just, you know, what a moment to share.
The camp is divided into different quarters. Laura spends much of her time in the Syrian part. This tent was the home of one of the boys who were allowed to the UK.
There's, I think, a misconception that these are warm. They're not. They're dry. You know, you can pad the insides with blankets, but it's still freezing. You know, you could probably see your breath in there. Hello, how are you?
Last week's historic legal victory for the children has left the rest here beside themselves with excitement. As we were talking, 15-year-old Mohammed turned up. His uncle and brother already live in Britain, and he can't understand why he can't get on the train as well. Laura tries to keep his spirits up.
And he's given me a photo of his brother in my wallet to keep, just in case I see him in England.
We went to see where Mohammed has to live while the UK authorities decide whether to allow him to be with his family. This tent has to sleep 4 and it's bitterly cold inside. Mohammed is getting ill.
So I think what we're going to do is the doctors are going to come out to see you. So we don't know yet what will happen. It's torture. They've seen their friends, these were their friends, leave. They're in the same process, yet they're still here. And they've got the same legal right, yet they're still here. Hi. Morning, how are you?
And as we walk the camp, more and more children come to Laura to ask how she's progressing with their cases. But the UK government is deciding whether to contest the court ruling that children here have a right to the protection of their families. In the meantime, they remain stuck.
There's a fear around, gosh, it's going to be a wave of people, but I have identified about 150 to 200 unaccompanied children with family in the UK who have a legal right to claim asylum there.
Living here, even sleeping here, are exhausting in the cold. All the basics are done by volunteers. Laura's persistence has given hope to many more children left without their families. It'll become clear in the coming weeks if the British government steps in to offer the help that she is currently providing. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera, Calais.